I was asked, what do I think of the Unger S Plus channel? So the Unger S Plus channel is just as hopeless as any of the squeegee brands and tools that are on the market. The reason why they're hopeless is because they will not allow you to work at a high level with your squeegee technique, because it's inferior. Does that mean I'm being negative or being a bully, like other window cleaning YouTubers have said? No, I'm being truthful. So this is what I used 10 years ago, before I was on YouTube. This is light years ahead of the performance a Unger S Plus will give you. Okay, this will outperform any squeegee of its size, standard, as sold as standard. Right, so what we got here, we got an etui channel, and we got an etui handle, and we got a red razor rubber. Okay, so we got a normal handle that hasn't been modified, but the channel's been modified. What's happened is I've shaved off the corners, so we got a gap space to go into corners of the window frame, and we got some downward pressure. Okay, now for me this tool is inferior. Am I being a bully or negative towards this tool? No, I'm just used to using something a little bit more precise and accurate. But I'm going to show you, although the rubber won't perform very well, it's going to rub this soap in here, that this will work on this window right into the frames and the corners. Although it's a really nasty rubber to work with. Smears and smudges all over that window. Lines, arcs. Oh, you only get lines and arcs and smears and smudges and smears with Liquidators, if you were to believe what other window cleaners say. Let's check out the edges. Looks good to me. Looks better than any other squeegee on the market can produce, other than a Liquidator. So let's compare this with this. This is light years ahead of any squeegee on the market, but the rubber is rubbish. So let's knock that off and show you something that is light years ahead of that modified squeegee. So what do we have? We have Mormon. Okay, now I've got a standard handle, and I've modified the angle, because this squeegee channel works more precisely, more accurately, and is a softer pressure channel to use, because we've got lots of pressure here, so this has to compensate with the extra pressure here. So we've got a soft pressure, nicely shaped channel, and lots of rubber tongue hanging out. Look at the difference in the rubber tongue, how much that shows out than this. We've got nice edge here and shape to go into the corners. We've got downward pressure, but we've got one thing that doesn't have. We've got overlapping coverage of this rubber here. So I've got highly restriction here. So I need to balance out the restriction, and I do that by modifying the angle of this handle to this handle. So this balances things out. So when I'm going to use this tool, I'm going to get the highest quality results with this tool. It's just a standard handle. Why am I talking about standard handle? It's because when you got the highest performing squeegee channel and you don't have the highest performing skills, what you need to do is learn how to use the Liquidator, put it in the right place at the right time. Do you need an accelerator handle for that? Which got lots of functions on it, lots of adaptations, variations and additions to the actual channel and the handle, with the washer as well. You don't see me using a flick washer in the hand, for very good reason. I use it for the pole work, not for the hand work. So I've got this standard handle, very easy to work with. The most important thing for window cleaners that can't use this channel is to learn how to use this channel. And that means make things as simple as possible. So using two hands, because you're working on the ground most of the time, using a nice stable soap solution to work on. I want a nice fixed handle that is not overcomplicated, because I haven't got the skills to control this squeegee channel because it's highly precise, and I'm not a highly precise window cleaner at the moment. But I'll become a highly precise window cleaner by using the right ingredients for my tool to work perfectly. I've got no moving parts, I'm very close to the glass, I've got much less chance of making lines, smudges, smears, films. Closer, higher ability to work with my precise, accurate squeegee channel. Simplified. I've simplified the use of this by making my channel work in an easier handle to control. Once I can build up a good foundation of using my squeegee channel, which is light years ahead of this, and this is light years ahead of any Sorbo, any Wagtail, any other brand of squeegee out there that's going to give you the highest quality results. Simplify this by using a standard handle, flattened out, because this handle won't work very good in this channel unless I bend in a vise, put it in a vise, take the channel out, put it in a vise, bend it back. And this handle is the easiest handle I found to bend. It's a shorter handle, feels very nice in the hand. I'm going to work just as quick on most of my downstairs windows to work on in this handle, and I'm going to work easier than I would with an accelerator. The accelerator just offers me much more variety of circumstances to work in by changing the angles, by using a pivot if I need to. When I'm closing out at the top here, this won't work as well, but most of the time I'm sort of working this sort of head height, so that is perfect for most window cleaners to perform on. Once you get good at using this, with this, you can upgrade and use the highest performing squeegee on the market. I can't go into a Formula One car and get any use out of it because I'm not skilled, I'm not tuned into how that vehicle works. This is like a very highly tuned squeegee. This is highly tuned compared to any other squeegee on the market, and this was what I started with before I came to YouTube. But this is what we finish up with, and it's highly precise, highly accurate. That I can't stress enough. It's light and day different compared to any other squeegee. So you have to become a light and day different styled working window cleaner to get the most out of it. Use a standard handle, flatten it out with the angle. Learn that. You'll reduce your smudges, your smears, your lines. I'm using a rubber here that's a prototype rubber. It's not the perfect rubber to work with, but I've got perfect results because I've got the best foundation to work on. The soap solution, I'm using two hands. I'm using a saturated washer. I'm using a good standard angled handle to work with, and I've got the best performing squeegee channel in the world to work with. You're not going to get better than this. You might be able to get more than one day to get proper inserts in placing here instead of using paper clips, but zero detailing is zero detailing. You're not going to get better than that. This is a low pressure channel to work with. It's shaped better compared to this channel here. It's a light pressure channel with highly restricted ends. You have to become a highly skilled window cleaner to use the scalpel of window cleaning.